We can't.
We can't.
We can't.
Can you?
So in this video, I want to give you an update on developments with regard to the Serve bucket. If you'll remember, the purpose of this bucket was to help CTK better respond to God's call to be the hands and feet of Jesus Christ in downtown Raleigh. To that end, we set aside $100,000 of our initiative goal toward this particular bucket. Now, something's happened in the course of the last few months, which I'm excited to tell you about. Our deacons came back to the elders this summer and said, we really feel like that it's important for us to staff for this role. The deacons have proposed that we hire a director of operations and development whose main job is to help mobilize our church out into our community in outreach, in mission, and in mercy. Your first funds are going to help us mobilize toward this end. We're in the process of beginning the search right now, and we will be updating the congregation with regard to that process in the next few months.
It is about relationships. I believe that when you know a person, it's sort of the, when you break bread with a person, you really get to know them. And you have to be in a relationship with someone to understand what they're going through, what their challenges are, in order to identify as much as you can. A relationship is so important.
Well, the ministry with Mount Pleasant is, I think, a branch of serving our city. We have prayer ministry, and we had a dinner last night with a large group of people from Mount Pleasant. Mm-hmm. So there's spaces for kind of this is the time that we all meet and pray together, where we can all pray in different ways. It's kind of different every week.
I think with the Mount Pleasant ministry growing to where we've gotten to meet at church, but then start doing things outside of church, I've seen relationships built between Lauren and some of the women and Jeff and some of the men, and to where our lives are overlapping more, where it's not as much a ministry as much as it is just getting a fuller picture of the Christian community in Raleigh.
I feel like a ministry of reconciliation. It's a ministry of reaching out to people that grow us and make us more whole as a church, that worship a little different than us, but have such incredible hearts for the gospel. And so I think what people should expect in pursuing that ministry is just to be, for one, to be really welcomed. They're so incredibly kind.
The philosophy of not just giving a handout, but also giving, touching the person's life is in line with what we believe. If you look at the life of Christ and kind of everything that he did, he didn't just feed, heal, or clothe all of the people that needed help when he was around. He met their physical need, but then he went after their spiritual need. And again, we have the bread of life. You need to feed somebody in order for them to hear that message, but to making sure that we follow up with that is extremely important.
And so as our church seeks to have ministry oriented towards serving people, when the task is done, when the cans are sorted, when the car is fixed, you have a person that you can continue having a relationship with and invite them over for dinner. And when you become a part of their lives, you're able to see the gospel work in ways that I haven't before. And so I think that as a church, where we strive to meet people and build relationships with people, we just see the gospel work in a beautiful way.
We're really excited as we begin to see the realization of the work that we've done to this point to make We Can't happen. And again, we say, we can't, but God can.
We can't.
We still can't.
We need you to join us.